The autumn months came and went as I trudged my way up and over the Austrian Alps and headed due west along the north shore of Lake Bodensee in Bavaria. It was a picture postcard of Europe, but not easy for free camping as one village rolled into the next with nary a cornfield, riverbed, or farm between. But luck was on my side one night when I saw a sign for a youth hostel that was only 2 blocks out of the way. The man at the youth hostel told me it was 16 euros a night, but he was very sorry they only accept youth. I turned around to see who he was talking to. He said, "They're not my rules. I just work here. None of the youth hostels in Bavaria take people over the age of 26. It's nothing personal. We have to turn away old people like you every day." I said, "How do you know I'm not 26? He laughed and laughed, so I threw myself on his mercy. I gave him my best pathetic look, and he gave in. Okay, just this once. And said he would put me and my oldness in a room in the basement in the corner, far, far away from all his precious young Bavarians. That'll be 28 euros, please." 28 euros? It was 16 a minute ago. What do you charge by the wrinkle? You are very funny. That's 16 euros plus personal tax, plus environmental tax, and an additional 3.50 for sheets. But I have my own sheets. We charge for sheets even if you have your own. Then there's the additional 2 euros for the one-night surcharge, which we'll forego if you had to stay 2 nights, but then we have to add resort tax. Then there's the 3 euros for being, well, old. An old tax? He reminded me that they are not his rules. He just worked there. And if you want a shower, that'll be 50 cents, which gives you 3 minutes of water. But if you want hot water, that's an additional 50 cents. Do you need any change? All that gouging was hurting my old bones, so I asked where the nearest campground was. He said he didn't know. He just worked there. The light was disappearing, and all I wanted was a campground with a warm cafe where I could get a hot, frothy cappuccino and eat a pizza pile high with mushrooms and onions and pineapple, too. But it was after 8. So nothing would be open, and if it were, they'd probably tack on an after 8 tax. I started to talk to myself, venting out loud about stupid Europe and all their stupid taxes and the stupid weather getting cold. People crossed the street to steer clear of me. Mothers pulled their children close. God help me, I was grumpy. Then I noticed a boatyard. A dozen or so boats parked for the season up on a grassy knoll where cars had no access, but there was just enough room in the fence for me to squeeze through with Bob. After a good scout of the land, I found a dream spot to camp for the night. Trees formed a boundary on 2 sides, boats on the third, while straight ahead was a front row view of the tranquil Lake Bodensee. Even with the light fading fast, I caught a good night glimpse of the Swiss Alps peeking out south across the water. Lakeside real estate with no additional charge for the view, the sheets, or wrinkles.